couple of minutes. In fact, shifting focus, the horrific death of a mother and child in the tragic electrocution incident in Bengaluru has stirred a huge row. Now, speaking to the media, Karnataka's Energy Minister KJ George said that accountability will be fixed and that whether it is a junior or a senior official, they will have to face the brunt of the lapse, and his resignation will not serve any purpose. Listen in.
No, nobody, even junior or senior, if somebody has committed some mistakes, they have to face the consequence. They have to take the action. But we don't spare, even if some senior people are involved in it, we will take action against them. It's not a punishment. Suspension after the inquiry. If they found guilty, only the punishment will come. Suspension is immediately we are taken because we cannot put the same officer there and conduct an inquiry. That's why the suspension is not a punishment. After the inquiry, if they found guilty, we will take the action.
Meanwhile, in a shocking case of adding insult to injury, the Bengaluru electricity body officials have blamed rodents for the tragic deaths of the mother and child. In fact, BESCOM officials said that while the presence of rodents at a nearby transformer site resulted in the tripping of the feeder line, lack of earthing for the snap transmission wire resulted in the electrocution. Let me go across to my colleague Imran, who is going to get us the latest on this. Imran, as far as the reaction of the Karnataka Minister is concerned, he's talking about the action, because the reporters, of course, were talking about accountability with the fact that we continue to see these kind of incidents. But we also understand that a BESCOM official has given a reason for why this did transpire, which is kind of bizarre as far as you listen into that statement as well.
It's not just bizarre, it's also mocking the death of the women there, the family who lost their loved ones there. In fact, this lady and a 5-month-old daughter died in a busy junction. It's not an isolated place. It was a busy junction in Whitefield area of Bengaluru, where many of the tech hubs are located, whereas we call it as also as a part of the Silicon City, and where early in the morning, when this mother and the daughter were going back to their home, and they were electrocuted right in front of her husband, and you can see from the visuals the desperate husband trying to reach out to the officials to save his wife and the daughter. And now the visuals that everybody both were electrocuted right on the spot. Many of the citizens had raised concerns about it. They took to social media to voice their grievances, and now adding insult to the injury and mocking the death of the family members. They're saying that it's nothing, no fault of the BESCOM officials. In fact, it's a rodent from the next building. The minister, however, defends it, saying that the suspended officials is not a punishment. In fact, in order to conduct a fair inquiry, they have been suspended. But if the inquiry finds that conducted by the BESCOM itself, then they will be reinstated back back to their positions. So it's back to square one as far as the accountability is concerned. Now, as far as the police investigation is concerned, the police have found these 3 assistant executive engineer and assistant engineer responsible for it. Another person, 3 people have been named in the FIR.
We're also